Hey guys, I would have posted this review a little earlier in the day, but I've been busy. Earlier today, I went and saw Elysium. Before I get into my review, though, I'm gonna send a special message to any of the people that have viewed my video VHS two review. Um, Thank you to anybody who has, because my video it's now officially at like 200 views, over 200 views, and that's now my highest rated video since I started this YouTube channel, and that's a pretty big deal for me. I know 200 views is never really a big deal for many people on YouTube. I mean, but I'm not a person that gets a million views, so that's pretty cool for me. I got 200. Video mine did. I've been meaning to mention that. I think last week I was meaning to mention that, but I forgot to. But yeah, thank you very much. Anybody who's watched it. Never would have thought that one would be my most watched video. That's really weird to me, but it really surprises me what videos get the most views, honestly. Uh, anyways, um, Elysium. Now, before I get into my Elysium review, let's just say, going into this movie, I was really, really hoping just for uh, a definitely a escapism movie, because this week has been kind of a crappy week for me. I've been stressed out, a lot going on. Haven't got much sleep over the last week, and I just wanted a movie that would entertain me. And the trailers look good. I thought the movie looked pretty good from the trailers. I was excited to see Neil Blomkamp's new film. Neil Blomkamp, if you don't know who he is, was the guy who directed District 9, and I love District 9. I thought it was a very good film. Very good, inventive sci-fi film. One of the better sci-fi films the last few years. So this was his follow-up movie, and I was interested in seeing what he would do next. And I'm coming now, hours later. I really liked this movie. Honestly, I thought it was a pretty solid flick. I thought the acting in this movie was pretty solid. Matt Damon's really good. He's a good lead actor. I mean, he's a very good charismatic actor. He can carry a movie. I've liked him in a bunch of other movies. I mean, I liked him in the Bourne movies. I've liked him in almost everything I've seen him in. And he's good in this. I mean, although, like, with the Bourne films, I agree with some people that say he's not much of an action hero, but he's fine in this. I thought he was fine, and he's fine in the Bourne films. I think he's good in the Bourne films as an action hero. I mean, he's not the greatest action hero, but he's pretty good in the Bourne films and in this film. I think he's very good. Like I said, Matt Damon is a good actor, so no complaints from me about him in this movie. Charlotte Copley was a definitely really a shining star in this movie. And that was mainly because this was a change of pace for him, especially with the roles he's done in the past few years. Only two movies I've seen him in was District 9 and A-Team, and both I really liked him in. And he always played the goofball, oddball kind of character, the comic relief, and he was very good at it. But this one, he's a cold-blooded killer. I think at one point they even say he was a former rapist, a convicted rapist, and stuff like that. And he is just menacing as hell. And he's very good, and pretty convincing. And it's kind of cool to see that he did something different this time around. Like I said, I liked him in District 9, and I thought he was really good in there. Rest of the cast, like Jodie Foster. Jodie Foster, I did find to be like a cliched villain, but although she isn't really the main villain, I think Charlotte Copley is more the main villain. the main antagonist in this film, but she is good. Um, she's all right, even though she's cliched as a villain. It's just a typical rich person, a snobby rich person in this movie that runs this place called Elysium for the rich, and she basically doesn't allow immigrants, or doesn't want to allow immigrants in this place at all. Immigrants from Earth, because Elysium, if you don't know, Elysium is this space shuttle that's basically floating in space, and that's where all the rich live and everything else, and all the poor live in this decrepit version of Earth that's been destroyed by that has toxic air and all that stuff like that. It's like really just looks post-apocalyptic, and she's good. I mean, she's fine. She has a weird accent in this movie, and there's a lot of accents in this movie. Weird accents. Charlotte Copley has. I don't know where he originates from. I think maybe he's in South Africa. So I know they shot District 9 in South Africa. I'm just kind of assuming there that he was from there, but I don't know if he is or not. But he has like one of my favorite kind of intentionally funny moments in the movie was where he was talking to a character and he says, "I always wanted a wife," and instead of saying wife, he says, "I always wanted a wolf." And you're like, the hell is that? Is he a dog? What the hell? He always wanted a dog? I don't know. I mean, I understood what he meant, but I kind of chuckle, like, yeah, it's a little broken English a little bit there, but I mean, he's not very hard. It's not like he's hard to understand, though. But that's like I said, it's not a big complaint. I'm just kind of talking about random shit now. I really like the effects in this movie. The effects, the effects in District 9 are very good. It's very bloody, like District 9. Although I think District 9 was a little bit more bloodier. This is the effects, the gore effects, and the effects of the creatures, or the effects of the robots and the city and all stuff like that are really good. I thought all the effects are really solid. Especially, I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure this movie was made on a small budget like District 9 was. And knowing that fact, it's pretty impressive that they pulled a movie like this off, like they did with District 9. Maybe I don't know if he got more money. He maybe got more money this time. I don't know. If he did, I don't know. Anybody could correct me on that if I'm wrong. I'm sure there'll be somebody who'll correct me when I'm wrong. Because there was somebody who correct me with Wolverine when I was wrong about Wolverine. But yeah, the effects are really good. It's really weird. I don't know what's up with Neil Blomkamps and his obsession with with his obsession with exploding bodies and exploding heads. Like, literally, like, just like District 9, when a head or a body explodes, bits and pieces go all over the place, and their bodies just evaporate or whatever. It's pretty gory. Like, just as gory. The effects in those effects in this movie are just as gory as District 9 was when somebody's somebody exploded. When somebody explodes, there's bloods and guts and bits all flying all over the place, like in District 9. I don't know what his obsession with that is. I was thinking that the whole time I was watching the movie. One of my favorite effects in the movie, even though it's like really kind of disgusting, it is really disgusting, is at one point, I'm not going to spoil who, but at one point a character literally gets his face like blown off. Well, like to the point that there's a big gigantic hole in his face, and somehow this character is still alive. I don't know how. Like literally, how they get the hole in the face is like they get next to a grenade. Like a grenade goes off next to their face, and it blows off like the big chunk of their face. And there's a big hole in their face, but they're still alive. And they have this thing in Elysium where they can cure all diseases, all illnesses, all that stuff like that, and all like fractures or anything like that. And apparently they can do facial reconstruction because literally what they show is that they basically this machine completely reconstructs his face to normal, and it's like they show graphically how they reconstruct his face, and it's a great effect. I'm pretty sure that was like some stop motion animation, and it was really good and really disgusting, but it was really impressive. I like that. That was really cool. Even that part of them guy getting his face blown off and still, still was alive is kind of a little bit absurd, but yeah, whatever. I mean, honestly, this is one of those movies that I really didn't have too much to complain about. Yeah, the story's cliched. It's cliched. There's a lot of predictable stuff in it. I mean, and honestly, this is gonna sound weird, but this movie, I think, borrowed a lot of elements from Total Recall. I am not joking. Some of the elements from the original and some from the remake. I swear they took from the Total Recall movies. It's just kind of funny. Because there are similarities. I mean, they're not completely the same movies, but there's a lot of similarities between the two. Total Recall and this movie. Also, I remember seeing the trailer, watching the trailer going, this kind of looks like District 9, like they took a bunch of rejected stuff from District 9 and put it in this movie. Like, the robots in this movie kind of look like the robots from District 9. I mean, like the designs of this movie kind of look like stuff from District 9, and but it's not very copycat. It's not very copy and paste. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I think this definitely was. This had to be shot in Johannesburg. This guy likes Johannesburg, and it's a very good shooting place. And yeah, like I said, I enjoyed this movie. There's not much I can complain about. Like I said, it's cliched, but whatever. If you're a Republican, you're not gonna like this movie. Yeah, it's. Or you watch Fox News religiously, you're probably not gonna like this movie. This is a very heavy-handed, like, you can tell Neil Blomkamps is very against the illegal immigration laws, the anti-illegal immigration laws. He's very against them. There's no going around it. His message, it's a lot of this movie is more about illegal immigration, his take on legal immigration than anything. The message overall is about legal immigration. It's also about, class differences and everything else, obviously. But honestly, this is from the guy who made District 9, who made a movie about that was like a what's the word I'm thinking about? To help me out here, somebody. That is like a version of Apartheid, but with aliens. That's what District 9 is. And, I mean, this one is basically kind of. I read a comment where Neil Blomkamps said this is not too far off from reality, and I honestly agree that something like this could happen. I could see something like the rich and powerful end up going and living in their own like universe out in space, while the rest of us like live on a desolate Earth. I could see that happening. I mean, we have these problems with the class welfare or class differences and all stuff like. It's ridiculous, but I'm not getting into that. We're not getting that debate. I guarantee you Fox News is going to have a freaking field trip with this movie. They think movies like Lorax and stuff are indoctrinating like children and all stuff like that. And they're going to probably say so much about this movie. They got probably a lot to say about this movie. But yeah, I'm a liberal kind of person, so I mean, I kind of agree with what they're saying in this movie. But like I said, I like this movie. I want to get into trailers a little bit, talk about trailers a little bit. I wrote every trailer down as I saw them, and honestly, I got all the trailers I got for the first time in I think a long time were all new trailers. I can't remember the last time I've seen that happen. Hold on, give me a second. I got something called the Monuments Men. It's George Clooney's directing. He's starring in a movie about like these guys in the military. They're tasked with keeping like monuments and like buildings, historical monuments and stuff like that, safe from Nazi Germany and from Nazi Germany like destroying them and stuff like that. It's kind of looks pretty good. It's got like Bill Murray. I forget who else. George Clooney, Bill Murray. I forget who else. That's the two I remember seeing in the trailer. But it looks like it has a really good cast in it. Captain Phillips, I got a new trailer for that. That looks really good. Paul Greengrass directing, the guy who made the Bourne movies. It's if you don't know what it is, it's Tom Hanks is a cargo ship captain. His cargo ship gets taken over by Somalian pirates, and that's what it's about. I mean, it's made by Paul Greengrass, who made United 93, which is a really intense movie, and this movie looks intense. It looks really good. I'm really looking forward to it. The Counselor, which is another new trailer I got, because I got the teaser in front of Red 2. Still don't know what the hell that's about. It's from the guy who made the guy who wrote No Country for Old Men, Cormac McCarthy, and it's directed by Ridley Scott, so that'll be kind of good. Gravity, I got another trailer for Gravity. This is a new one I got. Holy crap. All these trailers for Gravity are intense as hell and make me just like sit there like, I'm not a claustrophobic person, but goddamn it, that movie is intense. Those trailers are intense. I cannot wait. I'm probably gonna have a panic attack sitting watching that movie. Jesus criminy. Those trailers are intense. Watch this. I mean, good God. Rush. I got another. I've had this trailer for almost a year, it seems. But I got a new trailer instead of the same old one. It's basically a racing movie of Chris Hemsworth. I forget, and Olivia Wilde. I forget, was it stock car racing? I can't remember what the hell it is. I'm not a racing guy, so I don't care for racing, but it's based off a true story. It looks like it'd be alright. It was weird that the first trailer revealed a lot more about that movie than the second trailer did. That's really weird. I got the most over trailer I got in the theater. The one that got the biggest reaction out of everybody in the theater was Jackass Presents Bad Grandpa. I seen the trailer online about a week ago, and wow, I love the Jackass guys, and that looks like it'll be fun. It looks like it's like them doing a version of Borat, but instead of playing Borat, they're playing an older grandpa with like a little kid. Johnny Knoxville is, I think, and they're playing pranks on like random people, like they did in Borat. And by God, from the trailer, from the audience I got, this is gonna be a laugh riot. Apparently, there was a guy behind me that was just laughing his ass off the whole trailer, and I'm like, man, that guy had a good time. I mean, I thought he was gonna die of laughter, for God's sake, I think. I'm not joking. I mean, the trailer looks funny, but I didn't think it was that funny. Good God. And the last trailer was Ender's Game. I don't know much about the book. I never read the book. The movie looks good, I think. It's got good actors. I'm actually kind of wanting to see that. I know there's a lot of controversy. It's pretty bad when the guy who wrote the book is being asked not to be part of the promotion of this movie because he's a real bad homophobe. Don't know anything about him. Read up on Ender's Game author and his his thoughts on homosexuality is pretty bad. Um, but he but yeah, it's pretty bad when they don't even want the writer even to have any. Uh, I think he's producing it. They don't even want him to be involved in the promotion of the movie. That's pretty bad. But I'm hoping they don't overshadow it because that movie actually looks like it could be pretty good. So I don't know. Yeah. So those were the trailers I got. I figured I would mention those because there were a lot of good new trailers I hadn't gotten before, and I wanted to mention them. But go see Elysium. It's very good. I know I've been rambling on for a while now. Anyways, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna go. Next week I'll be back with Kick-Ass 2. Might be going to see that at like an 8 p.m. showing on Thursday, and I'll be probably not posting this till Friday, but till Friday. But I don't know. We'll see. But I'll be back next week with Kick-Ass 2. Looking forward to that a lot, and I'll see you guys later.